What's up everyone, we're going to be going through the best NBA player props on Prizepicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 21 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 21 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which should be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $312 just yesterday. Another member who won $100 for the 6th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, a link will be in the description. So go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group. And I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight to the first pick. And when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first pick we're going to be talking about is actually for Jalen Green for 8.5 reps and assists, and this one is actually for less. Now, when we look at Jalen Green, we've actually seen him go in the under in 3 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the New York Knicks. Now, when we look at the New York Knicks, we do see that they rank 8th when it comes to assists allowed. And when it comes to rebounds allowed, they also do rank first. So they rank very high in both categories, and that's a big reason why we do very much like the under for this situation here. Jalen Green as well doesn't have that high of a usage rate in both of these departments, and the fact that he hasn't been able to hit on the over consistently is a big reason why we do like the under for this one. Now his average over the last 5 is 7.8, but on top of anything else, when we look at the matchup between Houston and New York Knicks, they're both really slow-paced teams, and because of that, we are expecting a slow-paced game, which should definitely lead to less volume from Jalen Green in the assist and also rebound department. So we definitely see those two being a big case coming into this matchup. So we are expecting a slow-paced game, less volume, and it should lead to Jalen Green going on the under in this situation here. So Jalen Green 8.5 reps and assists for less, I think is a great pick. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about none other than Jordan Poole. So Jordan Poole, great player, and this one is for points, reps, and assists for 30.5, and this one is for less. Now, we look at Jordan Poole. We've actually seen him go in the under in 4 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Charlotte Hornets. Now, as you all know, when we look at the Charlotte Hornets, we see that they rank 11th when it comes to points allowed. On top of that, moving on into assists allowed, we see that they rank 13th, and then rebounds allowed, they rank, a little bit worse or a little bit on the lower side, as they do actually rank 17th as well. So, when it comes to points, rebounds, and assists for Charlotte, they do rank a little bit lower in rebounds. However, the reason why we do like the under for this situation here is that Charlotte do rank pretty high in points and assists, and that is where Jordan Poole's most of his usage rate is. So JP, his usage rate is mostly in the points and assists. Those were going to be the ones that were going to carry him if in this line. But since Charlotte do a great job at not only just restricting points and assists, but also do a great job at restricting points, rebounds, and assists to the guard position, which is what Jordan Poole is, we see those two things being a big case coming into the under here. So for that reason, we do very much like the under, and when it comes to someone like Jordan Poole, we do like the under as well, as he hasn't been able to hit this line consistently. We think that is going to be taken into consideration, as his average over the last 5 is only 23.4. So we have seen his usage rate continue to drop, and we think that this line is still a little bit too high, that there's still a lot more value actually to go on the under here. So we think Jordan Poole is going to have a tough time in the points and also assist department, which should definitely have him struggle at hitting this line, especially against a team like Charlotte, who do a great job at restricting points and assists and rebounds to the guard position, so on a per position basis. But when we also look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for the under as well, so it works out in our favor there. So Jordan Poole for 30.5 points, reps, and assists for less, I think is a fantastic pick. Now getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about another great player, and that is Cade Cunningham. So Cade Cunningham, great player, and this one is for 10.5 assists, and this one actually is for less. Now look at Cade Cunningham. We've actually seen him go on the under in 3 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Atlanta Hawks. So when we look at the Atlanta Hawks, we do see that when it comes to assists allowed, we see that the Hawks do rank 27th. Now the reason why we do like the under for this situation here is due to the fact that when it comes to Cade Cunningham, he does play that guard position, and Atlanta Hawks actually do a really good job at restricting assists to the guard position as well. So from a per position basis, we definitely like the under for this one. Now, Cade Cunningham as well had a little bit of an outlier game. Had a game where he had 15 assists, but we think that that has brought this line a little bit too high, that now there's a lot more value actually to go on the under here. Now his average over the last 5 is also 9.2, so it's definitely something you want to keep into consideration as well. But with all those things being said, we do very much like the under for this situation here, due to the fact that when it comes to Cade Cunningham, we do like the under due to his usage rate usually not being that high. We think that Chicago game, like I mentioned, is a little bit of an outlier there. So the fact that Atlanta played great defense and great restriction on assists to the guard position, and the fact that Cade doesn't have the highest usage rate in this department, you know, at these levels, especially against a team like Atlanta, we definitely still do like the under for this one. So, you know, although Cade Cunningham is a great player, he does get quite a lot of assists as of lately, we definitely have seen it drop quite a bit, and we definitely see that being the case coming into this next game. So keep an eye out for his line. So Cade Cunningham for 10.5 assists for less, I think is a great pick. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but Prizepicks is delayed with some of their lines. So here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So first player going to be talking about is none other than Miles Bridges. Now Miles Bridges is a fantastic player, averaging 19.4 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 3.6 assists. So he's done a fantastic job for the Charlotte Hornets, and he has also been shooting 43.6% from the field. Now, when it comes to the Hornets, they do face off against none other than the Washington Wizards. So it is going to be a very fast-paced game, but the Washington Wizards also do rank 30th when it comes to points allowed. On top of that, they also do rank 28th when it comes to assists allowed, and then rebounds allowed. We also do see that they rank 30th. So they rank very low in all, you know, 3 categories, and that's a big reason why we do very much like the over for this situation for someone like Miles Bridges. So we like the over for this one. When we look at someone like Bridges, not only does he have a high usage rate in all 3 departments, but like I mentioned earlier, Wizards and Hornets, we are expecting a very fast-paced game. Both these teams are a very fast-paced team. Bridges has a lot of usage rate, so this one's just kind of a no-brainer to us. We definitely see him going on the over here. On top of that, when it comes to the Charlotte Hornets, now LaMelo Ball and a couple of other players are probable for this game. Even if they do play, we definitely still see Miles Bridges going on the over, but if players like LaMelo or even some other, you know, players don't end up playing, it could even have a better chance to see someone like Bridges be able to go on the over. But whether they do play or not, I still see Miles Bridges being able to do it, especially against this Wizards team who rank very low in all 3 categories. So definitely keep an eye out for Miles Bridges and his line. Keep an eye out for his line. If it is, you know, under this averages, definitely look to go on the over, because I definitely see a lot of great value there. Now getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about Damian Lillard. So Damian Lillard, great player from the Bucks, and he's been averaging 25 points, 4.6 rebounds, 7.3 assists, and 44.6% he's been shooting from the field. So he's done a great job for none other than the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Milwaukee Bucks who have themselves a great matchup against the Oklahoma City Thunder. So it is going to be an exciting game, but OKC do rank first when it comes to points allowed, third when it comes to assists allowed, and then also they do rank when it comes to, you know, 27th in rebounds allowed as well. So they rank, you know, high in the first 2, lower in the rebounding department, and that's a big reason why we do actually like the under for someone like Damian Lillard, but I would focus more on points and assists for this one. A big reason why we like the under for this one is due to the fact that, when it comes to OKC, they do rank high in both categories. But on top of that, Damian Lillard is a point guard. And when it comes to that point guard position, Oklahoma City rank very high in restricting points and assists to the actual point guard position. So we definitely see that being restricted quite a lot. We think rebounds is one that is a bit more 50-50. Lillard doesn't really have the highest usage rate in rebounds, so I would definitely focus a lot more on points and assists for Lillard coming into this game. Now, when we also look at this matchup, we actually see OKC, the defensive style and defensive strategies they do like to run is to restrict the stars as much as possible. So we are expecting a lot of defense going to be played on Damian Lillard as much as possible, and the fact that they do rank very well at restricting point guards as well, we definitely see that being a big case here. So for that reason, keep an eye out for the under, but specifically 4 points and assists for someone like Damian Lillard. If the line is too close to his averages, definitely look to go on the under, so I definitely see a lot of great value there. Now, getting into the next player, we're going to be talking about Nikola Jokic. So, Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets. This one is a great one. And when it comes to Denver Nuggets as well, they have been playing fantastic, have a record of 30-19. Nikola Jokic ranked 29.6 points, 12.8 rebounds, and 10.3 assists, while also shooting 56.9% from the field. So, Jokic has been putting up some MVP type numbers right now, and the Nuggets do have themselves a great matchup against the Pelicans. Now, the New Orleans Pelicans currently ranked 12-37, and the Pelicans also do have a record, or have a record of not only just 12-37, but they have been on a little bit of a losing streak as of recently as well. So it hasn't been looking too good for Pelicans. When it comes to the Pelicans, they do rank 26 when it comes to points allowed. They also rank 25th when it comes to assists allowed, and then rebounds allowed, they rank 28th. So very low in all three categories. And for someone like Nikola Jokic, who has such a high usage rate in all three departments, and also is averaging a triple-double, this one's kind of a no-brainer to us, guys. We do very much like the over for this one. Now, when it comes to this matchup, not only is Nikola Jokic a fantastic player, but he is a center, and Pelicans struggle quite a lot against center positions, whether it's points, rebounds, and assists. So we see someone like Nikola Jokic being able to take advantage of this and running the game. Jokic is coming off a great game where he had 28 points, 17 assists, and 13 rebounds. So for that reason, I definitely do like the over for someone like Nikola Jokic coming into this matchup against the New Orleans Pelicans.